Today, my sister and I are going to be making these delicious Oreo stuffed chocolate chip cookies. First, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now that that's done, pour 2 sticks of softened butter into a mixing bowl. Afterwards, add in 1 cup of granulated sugar, followed by a 3/4 cup of light brown sugar. Using a whisk, stir the ingredients until you get a completely appetizing mud-like texture, like so. Now let's clean up a bit, because we're ready to bring in our next ingredients, the eggs and vanilla extract. Nice and lightly crack 2 eggs into the bowl. Then pour in roughly 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. Once again, stir the ingredients, and this time you should begin to see a much smoother texture. And that's it for the wet ingredients. So let's set this bowl aside and get a new one for the dry ingredients. For starters, we're going to need what is arguably the most essential of all baking ingredients, flour. Using a measuring cup, dump 3½ cups of flour into the bowl. Now it's time for our second dry ingredient, baking soda. Pour some into a teaspoon and then add it to the flour. We need to now make sure that the baking soda is stirred into the flour, and once that's done, we can get into the good stuff. Now grab your wet ingredients and replace those utensils with a handy spatula. Time to start to incorporate the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. This may take a minute, but be persistent and your dough should begin to look something like this. But wait, the mixture isn't finished until we've poured in around 10 ounces of chocolate chips. Make sure to stir those in nice and well, because now it's time for the really good stuff. Dig up some dough and grab an Oreo. Place the dough on top of the Oreo. Then grab another ball of dough and place it on the bottom. Now enclose the Oreo, like so. Place it on a pre-greased baking sheet and repeat the process until the baking sheet is full. Then, it's time to bring the cookies over to the oven. Stick them in and leave them to bake for 9 to 13 minutes. Once they're ready, take them out of the oven and leave them to cool for 5 minutes. When the cookies are done cooling, they're ready to enjoy. So what are you waiting for? Get them on a plate, grab a tall glass of milk, and get stuck right into them.